A terrific game so far. The Clippers in the lead. Allison runs the point with McLemore at the 2. Haslam's out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Cousins in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Jordan. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Haslam a screen. Here's Cousins. They get it back. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Haslam.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
To the wing right side. Good chance here for Barnes. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Here's Gay. A rebound by Hazanya. Hazanya's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Clippers rebound. Gobert with the pass to Hazanya. Back to Gobert. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Udonis Haslam. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reddick comes in for Patty Mills. Here's Hazanya. Jordan the screen. Now the feed to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hazanya. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And it's blocked. Pass to Barnes. A 3-ball. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
And again, the Clippers good for 2.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
The drive by Collison. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Paul's checked in for the Clippers. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Right side, Griffin. And stolen by Cousins. And now Sacramento on the break. He's got the ball, and they'll keep possession. Ball against Collison. Second chance shot. And that one's good.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Clippers leading by 10. Now Paul. Paul is doubled. Jordan up top. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
Puts it up from 12 and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. McLemore heading to the hoop. But they get it back. And the basket by Collison.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Paul with the ball. Jordan the screen. Paul goes in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today? And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Hezonja, he's checked in for the Clippers. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Griffin on the double team. Shot from free throw range. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And that one's good. Cousins.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
There's Hezonja. He's covered by Gay. Griffin, no one around him. Again, Los Angeles.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Collison gets a wide open look. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul, no one around him. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 18 points for Chris Paul. The Kings trail by 14. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th. And Jordan sends it back. They retain possession. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Collison.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
That doesn't go either for Collison. Ball against Collison. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. .124 left in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 8 points and 3 denied. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
Cousins, that drops.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Kings.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Chris Paul. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Now here's Barnes, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mills. Finished off the break. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Haslam. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
And here is Barnes. So it's Los Angeles winning this.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin. And Blake, you guys were